Good afternoon. It is 4 o'clock on the dot. This is Jenny from Stampin' with Jen, and welcome. Let me give me just a moment, looking for myself on my Facebook page. It looks like Facebook is behaving, but let's cross fingers that it is. I did pull up my my iPad just in case, to see, in case I can't see anything up. See, yep, I'm getting the reel when I try and look. So let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna get comments on here on my iPad, but let's see. Turn the volume down on that because I'm getting feedback. Welcome and thank you for joining me. I hope you had a chance to watch Tammy's this morning. Hello, Anne. Oh, I can see you. All right. I think I'm going to use, oh, hi, Patty. I'm going to use my laptop to see that, and then my iPad. I've never used my iPad for this. Oh, there's Tammy. I'm seeing message comments. All right. Yeah, this is sort of crazy. I'm looking at my laptop and my iPad, and I have to look over here and see this stuff. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining me. It is really hot out here, and Tammy, I decided it would be fun to do snowflakes since it's been so hot. She used the entire bundle for the Snowy Delight bundle. I only picked up the masks, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the masks. I'm going to use Gift of Joy again for sentiments, and I bought the branching out dies because I fell in love with these layering dies. So I'm using these, and I'll show you how I'm going to use those in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. It's in real status when you're into. It's really weird how it's doing that all of a sudden. I don't know, Tammy. It's strange. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you 2 copies of what we're making today. I'm actually doing, it's like the triple time technique, but I'm going to put a little twist on it in the sense that with triple time, you tend to have your white cardstock that you stamp on, and then you have a coordinating cardstock underneath it to separate them out. And I'm not doing that, and I'm using it this way. You saw the real and the regular live below it. That's weird. I don't know. Anyway, so this was the first one I created in using the blues. Then I saw Tammy is using, I think in her YouTube version for this, because there was some Facebook issues earlier. Facebook was Facebooking. She did Pool Party in Coastal Cabana, and I like that, but I think I'm going to make this one today, but I'm going to mesh the 2 together because I'm going to use this real fun called Silent Snowfall Designer Series paper. Now, all of these items can be found in the new mini catalog, and unfortunately it goes live tomorrow, so I can't open it up for you guys to show you now, but I can tell you that all of the items that are seasonal snowflakes and such are in this catalog. So I'll have everything linked, or maybe not linked on my blog tomorrow, but I will have item numbers next to everything that I used. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do Balmy Blue cardstock, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're gonna burnish this. And then we've got a piece of the Silent Snowfall. And I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it real well, but it's lightly embossed with snowflakes. And so we're going to go ahead and put that down as our layer 1. But before we do that, we're going to use our blending brushes, and we're going to use, I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going to use Balmy Blue as my ink for this. So let's go ahead and play with that. And we'll go ahead and we're going to just sort of give it some, I wanted to do this because this gives a little texture, and I'm one of those kind of people that I love embossing folders, and I love the texture that it gives to cards rather than having just straight blue like this. For me, A lot of people like it, but for me, this just is, to me, it's empty space, and it aesthetically, I'm just not big on it. So I wanted to add this to it, and we're gonna put that, and there's that right there. We're gonna leave empty. Ooh, all of a sudden it's gotten very warm in here. We're gonna leave Balmy Blue out. And let's go ahead and put this down. Yes, we're gonna put this down. I'm trying to remember because the steps are changed a little bit. We're gonna put this down on the front. And then we're going to use, I cut 4 of the layering shapes from the die, branching out dies. Basically what I use is the second largest, the second, third, fourth, and fifth. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. I didn't use the largest and I didn't use the smallest. I used everything in between. Let's put it that way. And I cut those out in white. Now, if you aren't going to use this, words are difficult today. It's been quite a day. If you aren't going to be using the blending brushes to add color to this silent snowfall, I would suggest using our white willow for these, because there is a difference between this white and the basic white. I believe this is more like a white willow, the silent snowfall. So I recommend that if you're going to go white on white. All right, in the meantime, what we're going to do now is we're going to use, where did I put it? Over here. It's not a Stampin' Up product, but it's a removable adhesive, and I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and I'm going to layer them in there. Oh, my laptop went to sleep. All right, there we go. And we're going to put just a little bit on there, and we're going to layer this, and let's make sure it's straight. There we go. We're going to layer the next one just a little bit, and then we're going to layer the smaller one just a little bit. And then what we're going to do first is we're going to use the Gift of Joy, and we're going to use the Mary. And this is what I don't understand. It's interesting, is they gave us the word Mary, but then they put Happy Christmas all in one stamp. I'm going to actually use a Post-it note to cover the word Christmas, and I'm going to use the word Mary and do Merry Christmas. And I'm going to do that in Blueberry Bushel, which is one of the colors we're going to use. And I'm going to stamp this first. So we'll do Mary right up there. Sorry for my arm. And then we're going to use this to cover up the Happy. Let's see right there. Can you see me doing it? So what you can see is I've left the word Christmas, but I covered Happy. And then I'm going to just tap it on this and then remove the Post-it. And now you can see I've got the word Christmas inked up, but not the word Happy. And we're going to do Christmas. All right, I'm going to put that aside. So we're going to do this. And now we're going to go ahead and use our masks. And I'm going to use the lighter colors first, and we'll slowly get darker. So I'm going to use Balmy Blue first on layer number 1. And if you've never worked with our masks before, they have a notch up here, and then they have a number right below the notch. And you go in the order. So the number 1 is the first one I'm going to do. And sometimes you don't use the notches. I've seen people do other things. Patty did a great one where she actually traced something on one of the masks so that she can visualize it. But I'm going to actually do this first. I'm going to line this up and use a Post-it note to secure my card down. And then I'm going to place this first mask, and I'm going to utilize the notch, and I'm going to sort of put it so it's going to go off. We're not going to get the whole thing on there, but now we're going to go ahead and use another Post-it and secure that down. And then I'm going to put my notch here, and then I can line all the other ones up, because if you look at the other ones, they've got notches as well. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to do Balmy Blue first. All right. We'll go Balmy Blue. Load up that. I'll tap it off just a little bit, and then I'm going to just hold it, and I'm going to go ahead and blend over this mask. And its nice thing is you're going to have some color on color, because we did Balmy Blue as the card base, but we're going to have Balmy Blue, and I'm putting a little more pressure on it in places just to give it a little depth. It'll be a little darker in some areas, a little bit lighter in others. I mean, we all know snowflakes aren't the exact same color all the way along. Although actually they're no color, are they? Silly me. All right, we're going to lift this up, and there is our first layer. And you can take this as far as you want, do as little or as much as you want in terms of the, this would be really pretty just like this, but I'm going to add a couple more layers, and I'm going to line up, this is number 2, I'm going to line it up with the notch, and there we go, line it up, secure that down, and I think we're going to go with a little Azure Afternoon. Let's go Azure Afternoon. I'm going to do some blues. All right, we'll do some Azure Afternoon, but I think I'm going to go a little bit light-handed on this. I'm not going to do too hard. We'll just go a little bit over. All right. All right, let's lift that up and see how we like it. You can see a little bit of highlighting to some of the blue. The Azure Afternoon almost gives a little more depth to the Balmy Blue because it's almost the exact same mask. Now we're going to go number 3 and line that up. This has got some great looks there. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go Blueberry Bushel. We're going to do all 4 of these blues. We're going to do Blueberry Bushel. Let's see, where's my dark blue? There it is. Oh, let's get some of that Secret C off of it, because I used Secret C on with this blending brush one time. I don't want that dark, so we're going to get some of that Secret C off. All right, let's go ahead and load it up with some Blueberry Bushel. And this will match the sentiment. All right, we're going to do this. Oh, I forgot to. All right, we're good. All right, let's lift that up. Ooh, look at that. Pretty. And then I'm going to add a few more dots and dashes for this. And I'm going to use Night of Navy. So let's go ahead and get some of this Blueberry Bushel off. I love blending. I love blending brushes. They're so cool. All right, I'm not sure. There we go. All right. Well, let's go Night of Navy. I did Secret C last time, but I wanted to try Night of Navy. I mean, it's deep, but not as deep as Secret C. And we're going to go a little bit, not too much pressure. All right. All right, we'll lift that up. Ooh, look at that. I like that a lot better than I like the original, to be perfectly honest. So let me put my ink aside because we're done with all the ink pads. And what we're going to do next is we're going to, you know what, I splattered last time first, but I think I'm going to do it, or last, but I think I'm going to do it now. Let's see, I have Blueberry Bushel. Do I want to do light Blueberry Bushel? I think I'm going to do light Blueberry Bushel. And we're going to do, let's see, that's Secret C. And we're going to do some Wink of Stella. So let me get some Wink of Stella going. And we're going to get a little, make sure I get some in my tip. And we're going to just splatter it so you have a little bit of glitter. You can see splatters there. All right, and we're gonna use our blueberry bushel, and I think I'm gonna use my lighter one. We're gonna do the flicking method on this one as well. I've seen some people do it this way too. But I think this way works better. There we go. Now, we're gonna let that sit for just a moment. We're gonna let it dry. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick this first one up because it's all temporary adhesive. I'm gonna rub that little bit of temporary adhesive off. And then I'm going to use my real Stampin' seal. And we're going to line up this part here with the die because that's where we're going to line it up. There we go. And then we're going to go to the next one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take that off and we're going to add some Stampin' seal to it. And line it up again. And then the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to actually pop this one up. And this is where it's like the triple time as well, is that, well, no, this isn't like triple time, but this is where some of the vision was differently. And then but I envisioned it being a little more elevated. So we're going to use foam adhesive sheet, cut it to that length. And we're going to take that off. And we're going to, oh, I'm glad you love this, Tammy. And we're going to pop it up a little bit. And the reason I didn't use foam adhesive on each of the layers is because then it would become too thick for mailing, or too thick in my book for mailing. And then we're going to use this other piece and pop up this last, the smallest. So we're going to pop up the two top layers to give it some more depth and dimension. And we're going to align it. There we go. And we're going to add some sparkles. Where's my gemstones? I haven't pulled these guys out in a long time, but I want to pull out the rhinestone basic jewels. I think these are perfect for this. So we're going to add just a little bit of sparkle. Where did there it is, my tool, take a pick tool. You know what? I'm going to try something. I saw, my friend Tammy used not the putty side, but on the additional packs or tools, they have this hook that sort of looks like a dental hook. I'm going to try that and see how I like that. So let's see. We're going to pull up our, ooh, I think I'm liking this. Put one there. Ooh, I like this. I think I'm liking this hook already. All right, we're gonna go a little bit bigger. Here we go. I think I need to add more gems to my next order. We got 1, 2, 3, but I want to add a couple out here. Let's go with a big one. Let's start right there, and then a medium one. Let's see, right there, and I think I need to add one more little one, just right there. What do you think? I feel like, do I need something here? I'm looking. It is a total game changer. This dental hook is, I feel like a dentalist, hygienist. Let me know. I'm looking. I know there's a little delay, but I'd like to know, do you think this is enough, or should I add one more gem in this general area. I'm thinking there might be something in this general area, but I don't want to overdo it. So what's your thoughts? Let me know what your thoughts are. And then, you know what? I just had an inspiration. Wasn't sure how I was going to do the inside of my card here, but I'm waiting. While I'm waiting for this, I'm going to go cut my interior piece real quick. And there we go. All right. So what do you guys think? Should I add one more? Add one more, Tammy says. All right. Add one more. We'll add a little one right there. There we go. That looks good. And here's what I just had this inspiration on doing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull out my mask again. And I think I'm going to use one of the smaller ones. I think I'm going to use the one that was the blueberry bushel level number, or layer number 3. And I think I'm just going to put this down here and give it a little, let's see, that's got Night of Navy. Let's open up blueberry bushel. I put those aside. There we go. Blueberry bushel. And I think I'm going to do blueberry bushel on the inside to give it a little zhuzh up, you know, because sometimes I add DSP, sometimes I add a stamp, but I don't have a stamp or a DSP, so I think this one would look good. Let's go ahead and just do a quick, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. And there we go. That's the inside of our card. Let me put the brush away. And we'll put this on the inside of our card. And then we're done. It's so, I love decorative masks. I love these masks. They give you so much to do, and it's so easy. And you can do it in any color. There we go. So there is our snowflake card for the day that is so hot out. It's like in the mid to upper 90s again. We've been in the hundreds and 90s for the last few days. And it's one of those things that we're finally going to be cooling down to the mid 80s by the end of the week. I'm so excited. So anyway, there's our card. I'd love to know which one you like best. Is it card 1, which doesn't have the silent snowfall backing, the blues with the silent snowfall backing, or the pool party and green colors? Thank you, Anne. I'm so glad you like it. I'd love to know which one is your favorite. Is it A, B, or C? In the meantime, I'll find, I tell you, it's been one of those days. I don't have, where's my, oh, there it is. Just so you guys know, I have everything linked on my blog tomorrow morning. Tammy likes number 2, this one. Anybody else? B or number 2? Okay. Anybody else have any ideas? It's one of those things. I think the more you do it and the more creative you get, the more you learn the colors that you want to use, and they just get better, to be perfectly honest. I sort of want to try this with the pinks like Tammy did. I think, Tammy, you did pinks, didn't you? Especially B. Anne loves this one especially. You know what? I have to admit, this one is my favorite too. So anyway, and I will have links to all of these, or at least item numbers next to everything for tomorrow's blog. And then I'll go back and add links when I can later this week, so that if you're interested, you can click on it and see it in my online store. My blog is www.stampinwithjenn.com. Stampin has 2 N's, Jen has 2 N's. And I thank you for joining me. Oh, Patty loves B as well. You know what? Yes, B is my favorite. This, I loved it, but I wasn't quite sold on it. And then I wanted to add this, and I liked this, but I think I like the blues better. So this is the perfect marriage between the two that I tried out to begin with. But anyway, thank you for joining me. And Tammy and I will be back next week. I can't remember what we're doing next week, Tammy. So I guess you'll have to join us to be surprised and see what we've got planned. So anyway, thank you for joining me. And there will be a link to Tammy's blog with her beautiful snowfall delight, or delightful snow. I'm totally botched that one up. But she has her snowflake cards on that one too. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.